Hello, this is Peter Coleman. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of using federation or remote tables with DB2 version 11.122 and Data Server Manager 2.1.4. In this example, I'm using four databases: web sales, catalog sales, and retail sales, and a corporate database to tie them together. The databases all contain data from different divisions of our company. Data analysts, data scientists, and application developers in our company have been using the data differently and not always using a combined view of all the data in the same way. To solve this problem, we can use DB2 version 11.122 to combine those remote tables into a single view. The view will look and feel like local data, but our data engineer can stay in control of data access and manage the DB2 corporate database like a virtual data warehouse. The first step is to create nicknames for the remote tables. Nicknames are just a way to refer to the remote table as if it were a local table similar to an alias. DB2 version 11.122 and DSM let you define connections to remote data servers from many different vendors. You simply have to fill in the type, database name, and your user ID and password to define a server connection. You can then use the server definition over and over again for each remote table you want to connect to. To create a nickname, select the server you want to access and then pick the tables you want to access like a local table in your database. You can select many tables at once, and you can change the name and schema of the local nickname. Once you have created the nickname, you can test it out by selecting Create SQL, picking Select Statement, and running the select statement. In this example, I'm using a query to combine the information from all three databases into a single result set. You can build a shortcut to the query by creating a view. Views are simply a way to capture the query into something that acts like a table. As you can see, once the view was created, it acts like a table. A DBA or data engineer can even manage the access privileges to the view to control who gets to use it. If you want your view to run even faster, you can use an MQT or materialized query table. An MQT is essentially a local cache of the results of a view. The easiest way to build an MQT is to copy your query and then select to create a new MQT in DSM. In this example, I am using all row-based tables. With DSM, you can always double-check your statements before submitting them. I forgot to set this up as a system-managed MQT, which will make sure that DB2 can manage any updates for me when I request them. Fortunately, I can always make changes in the SQL editor. Now that my new MQT is built, I can try to see the data in it. However, since I've not done the initial population of the MQT, I'll get an error. To populate the data, I can use the refresh command. First, I'll create the select statement I want to run, and then use it to create a refresh command. Now I'll run both statements. The refresh takes a lot longer than running the original view, But as you can see, once the refresh is complete, the MQT can run many times faster than the original view. The MQT avoids having to get fresh data from the remote servers each time you run your query. Just run the refresh when you need the most up-to-date data. It is much easier than scheduling an unload, transport, and load of data from 3 different databases. You can also learn a lot by using Visual Explain in DSM. The original query pulled data from 3 different remote sources. You can see through the ship commands in the Visual Explain picture how DB2 plans to retrieve the data. The Visual Explain for View looks very similar. However, the MQT is different and much simpler. Since the result of the query is cached, the MQT acts like a simple table. Data is retrieved through a simple table scan. But have a look when I run explain against the refresh statement. DB2 is very smart. It looks at the remote data and inserts anything new into your MQT and deletes anything that should be removed. Have fun experimenting with remote or federated tables and try using MQTs to accelerate your performance and make DB2 into your virtual warehouse made easy with Data Server Manager.